I'm just going to admit these guys from the waiting room. Okay, I should be able to do the waiting room off. Okay, hi everybody, good morning. It's good afternoon actually, isn't it? Just 1 minute into 12 o'clock. So if you've just jumped on to take part in the Shake Party Live, you're very welcome. Hello. I'm going to hand over to John in just 1 second. This is the first one of these that we've done at this time. We do sometimes do them in the evening, but we thought we would do them during the day for those of you who want to shake at lunchtime. So I'm going to make a shake, John's going to make a shake, we're going to chat a little bit, but I'm going to hand over to John. I'm actually going to highlight you, John, so everybody can see you, if that's okay. And then I'll do mine as well. That way we can see what you're doing. So John, John's a qualified nutritionist. If you want to give us a little bit of the background, that would be great as well. And just tell us, you know, what should we expect for the next 20 minutes, half an hour?
Yes, I want you to imagine that you are watching Saturday Kitchen, but a bad version. So we can't promise you any amazing stats about how long you should be blending stuff and, adding extra secret ingredients, but we'll do our best. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's John Holloway. Thank you for checking out our shake party. As you can see, it's super casual and a bit of fun and just a good place to hang out, maybe get some new recipes and learn some stuff. So if you have got any questions about nutrition, then pop them in the chat and maybe Emma can ask them me at the end. But I started using these products back in 2009. I was a personal trainer and my degree and my background is in sports science and coaching. So one of the number one things that I've always helped people with is weight loss and getting healthier. It's as simple as that. So we are not a weight loss company. We never have been, we never will be. We're not a juice diet. This is not like eat shakes every single day for every single meal for the rest of your life. This is just making things simple and easy. And that's what I've always wanted to do for my clients. And the number one thing really that most people mess up is their first meal of the day. So breakfast or break fast, as it's really known as. But once food companies get hold of it, we kind of get told that we're supposed to eat first thing in the morning as soon as we get up, which isn't necessarily true, but maybe that's a call for another day. So what happens is when people start their day with bad nutrition, then the catalyst effect kicks in. It works on a psychological level and it also works on a physiological level. So if you start your day badly, then I guarantee for the rest of the day, you will probably make bad food choices and make bad decisions in terms of your nutritional intake. As an example, I'm in Tenerife at the minute, and I went to the local cafe on Sunday to meet some people. We had a coffee, and it was quite busy, and there was a couple of people there that were drinking beer at 10 o'clock in the morning. So a beer for breakfast, you know for a fact that they're going to now continue to either drink more alcohol and make bad food choices and all that kind of stuff. So it's not as extreme as having a beer for breakfast. But what I'm trying to say is if you rush out of the door with a piece of toast covered in jam, a Starbucks latte from the drive-through, and then you get yourself into work and you're all flustered, you've not put good stuff into your body, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to crave bad things for the rest of the day. And psychologically, you've already got that, oh, well, I've already failed this morning, so what's the point? I remember doing nutrition seminars for hairdressers, and they were the worst for this. They were literally just snacking on chocolate bars. They were always on the go. So when I started personal training, I started mapping out nutrition plans for people. At the beginning, I would be making the most amazing recipe books, incredible food plans. And I actually did a program for my boot camp members where we said, right, we're going to give you the meal plans. You eat to the letter every single day for the next 2 weeks. They gave me a check for £100. They had to do 3 sessions a week, and they had to stick to the food plan like glue. And the food plan was very, very healthy. It was so clean. It was, it was a 100% nutrition plan, like perfect. They weren't allowed to drink alcohol for 2 weeks, all this kind of stuff. So it was very, very strict. Every single person that did it, I think there was about 14 of them, they all got amazing results in 2 weeks. It was insane, right? Here's the thing though, no one got their check cashed in. I had to give the checks back, which I was really proud of. I got 14 amazing before and after pictures to use to grow my business. And at the end of it, I was like, right, guys, you're off. You're good. Like, you have been cured. We have exorcised the demons. And you can now go and live healthy and be free and eat like this for the rest of your life. You know, it works, right? And they were like, are you joking? And I said, what do you mean? There's no way on earth I can be making steak and eggs for breakfast. I don't have time to be doing salmon omelets on a Tuesday morning. I've got to get the kids ready for school. I've got to rush off to work myself. The only reason I stuck to this plan was because I gave you a check for £100 and I didn't want to lose the money. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I said, let's do it again. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the Juice Plus Complete Shakes, which I have here, which is plant-based protein, and it's low glycemic index carbohydrate. So what low glycemic index means is it's a slow and steady release of energy, which will keep you basically full up for longer when you use that kind of stuff. When you have high glycemic foods, you are going to spike your insulin level. And what happens then is you're continually craving sugary foods for the rest of the day. So what I said to the guys was, look, the number one thing is this: adherence is the key. When it comes to getting in shape, adherence is the key. And what that means is, can people do it? Number one. And can people stick to it? Number two. That was the system that we put in place with the shake. So the idea was they would have the shake as a first meal in the day. If they want to add fruit to it, they can do. They can use whatever milks they prefer. And what we said was, if you wanted to use a shake again in the afternoon as like a healthy snack, you can do that. They were amazing for making pancakes. I've got some oats here that sometimes I make porridge oats, and then I'll put a scoop of the complete into the porridge oats and mix it around, and you've got chocolate porridge, a healthy chocolate porridge. So it's an incredible product. It's a really simple and easy way to get good nutrition into your body. And just like bad foods works on a physiological and psychological level, good foods work in the same way. So I knew that when my bootcamp clients had a shake for breakfast, they would pat themselves on the back. They'd be like, yes, I've started my day really, really well. I'm now going to continue to eat well for the rest of the day, because when we do good stuff, we want to do more of it. We put that tick in the box. Yes, I've had a healthy breakfast. Right, I'm going to go for a walk on my lunch break. I'm not going to have the cakes that are flying around the office. I'm not going to have that chocolate bar because I'm being good, right? Those habits start to stack on top of each other. And because it's so simple and easy to make, it takes a minute to make, a minute to drink, anybody can do it. The physiological element is this: when you put good nutrition into your body, believe it or not, your body actually craves good nutrition. I'm sure we've all stumbled out of a pub or a nightclub at one time in our life where we've drank too much beer or wine, and not one of us has said, I'm really craving a salad, right? Nobody ever says that when they walk out of the pub. They say, let's go get a kebab. Let's go get a burger. Let's go get a pizza. Interestingly, they don't sell salads in the pub either, like as bar snacks. It's always crisps, salted peanuts, pork scratchings, scampi fries, all that high sugary carbohydrate, high salt stuff. So interestingly enough, when you put bad stuff into your body will crave more bad stuff. So if you can nail the first meal of the day, I guarantee you will start to improve your health on a day-to-day basis, and play that long game. If you play the long game, it'll be amazing. So what am I going to make today? This is very random. I have got the chocolate complete. I am going to put in some mixed frozen fruits. So we've got here strawberries, berries, and raspberries. So they're going to go in. I think I'll put them in first, actually. Now, the cool thing with this as well, you can make double portions and make 2 shakes in one go, and then save the rest of it for later, or even put some of it in the fridge or the freezer to freeze it like a healthy ice cream. This time last year when I was doing my kickoff, my detox, I was actually I started craving Snickers ice creams. And for when my parents, I'm in Tenerife at the minute, when my parents came over here, we'd go out for a meal at night. We wouldn't have a dessert. We'd just get something from the shop on the way back. And for 3 nights in a row, I had a Snickers ice cream. I could feel these cravings start to kick in. I was like, what am I playing at? Like, we can make Snickers ice cream with the complete. So I started to make my own desserts from this stuff. So I'm going to use unsweetened almond milk. That goes in. Sorry, you can't see the blender down here, but I will show you in a second. Anyway, you all know how to make a shake. It's not rocket science. So I'm going to go with a scoop of the chocolate complete. That goes in. And I think Emma's going to make a shake as well. I don't know if you want to share what you're doing, Em. And maybe we can have a shake off.
You're on. Right, just let me shut this door.
Okay, no worries. And then I add my secret ingredient, which is canela in Spanish, but it actually is cinnamon in English. So I always add cinnamon to my shakes, just because cinnamon is really good for balancing out blood sugar levels as well. So a little drop of cinnamon goes in there, a bit more of
Thinking about Peter Kay when you do that, when you held up the fruit, you know, when he does that Cadbury's Fingers sketch, and he goes, they taste the same, and you're like mixed offs, fruit offs or whatever. Like,
yeah, they've got Les Cadbury's Fingers.
Yeah. You don't know what we're talking about. Like, Peter Kay is a UK comedian, and he does this whole sketch about how you can go anywhere in the world and buy food, and that's the same, and you expect it to be different. So John's living that dream. And I am making a vanilla shake with, I think I'm going to say, I've got the opposite to John. I've got the vanilla one. I know you probably can't see that so well. I'm having that with spinach, mango, kiwi, and kale, like a smoothie mix. You can get them just from whatever supermarket you go to, but like John's one there. So this is just a mix of frozen. I actually like putting the frozen fruit in because it makes it like quite thick. But you can actually just, if you want to just have the shakes just with water or just in like, you know, like a normal shaker on the go. So when I was working full time, which is when I used to go to John's gym, that's what I did. I didn't have a blender in the office, and so I would literally just either make it before I left the house and take it with me, which is brilliant. They're dead easy. Or like sometimes I would go to the gym and then go straight to work. So you just have like, they come in a single serve as well. I would just have them in my handbag or in my gym bag and just be able to make them, you know, running out the door. I just bring the milk with me. But in a lot of places now, you can actually get this non-dairy milk in like single serve things in a lot of petrol stations these days as well. So I'm doing spinach, frozen stuff there. I've actually got this. If you haven't tried that, I would definitely recommend it. It's coconut and almond non-dairy milk mixed together. I quite like that. And I'm also going to put in I haven't got cinnamon. I'm going to put in this, which is chia seeds. And I find personally, there's a lot of omega benefits of these, but actually John will tell you better. He's the nutritionist, not me. I just know that they're good for me. But they actually make it, I find they actually keep me a little bit fuller for longer. I don't know if there's something, is it because the content of that's in them, John, but I find if I add the chia seeds, it just bulks it up a little bit for me.
Yeah.
And that's me, so I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, that's the reason on that one. I know some people put in oats as well in their shakes. So
porridge oats.
Yeah, porridge oats. Yeah, to blitz it up, make it a bit thicker. But like you said, if you put the frozen fruit in, that's what I find. It makes it an amazing consistency. All right, are we going to hit the blender? Are we going to synchronize? Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready yet. Hold on.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You can go first if you want, while I'm doing mine.
All right. Okay. I'll blend mine up.
Guys, like always a full scoop. That's the other thing sometimes people ask me, is it half a scoop? Is it 3/4 of a scoop? Is it 2 scoops? It's 1 full scoop if you're using it as a meal, right? So, and if you personally, if you prefer it a little thinner, just use rice milk or water or less, or a little bit more milk rather than less powder, if that makes sense. Because actually what you need is the full scoop to have otherwise I just find you get hungry, and then people are like, oh, I'm hungry. Well, you're not supposed to be hungry when you use them really until you know that you're ready for your next meal. So full scoop always.
Also on this, if anybody's doing intermittent fasting, I do that every day pretty much. So this will be my first meal of the day. The product is incredible if you're doing intermittent fasting. It's a great way of breaking your fast because of that low glycemic. So here we go. It's a pretty cool color, actually. So in it goes. And I think I need to get
for very long, did you? Sometimes people, like, I blend mine for quite a while. Do you maybe?
Yeah, this blender isn't amazing, to be honest. It's thank God we're not doing blender recommendations. I think yours is much better than mine, but it doesn't seem.
Like, I have been using Juice Plus for 8 years with the same Breville blender that I got when I first started using them, right? And I just got this one. I used to use one of those hand ones from Tesco but they used to break all the time because I love quite a lot of frozen fruit. So we got a Breville one for about 10 quid and it's lasted all this time. But now I was like, okay, 8 years in, using them every day. My kids take them and my husband uses them and I use them. So there's a lot of Juice Plus going on in our house. So a decent blender is a good investment, I think.
Yeah, you can also use one of these that Emma said before, like what I used to do when I was personal training. I didn't have time always to like get the blender out while I was training somebody. Couldn't really just start making a shake while someone's doing workouts. So I just used the usual shaker maker with some cold water and literally just blitz it up and you just shake it in your hand. You can't obviously put fruit in there, but it works really, really well. And it'll still give you that enough calories to classify it as a meal. So if you are on the go or in a traffic jam, and do you know what it's like when you're kind of coming home from work or you've had a long day, your sugar levels drop, you start to feel a little bit tired and a little bit moody, let's be honest. And you go into the garage and because here's the thing, like advertisers always get you when you're at your weakest. That's why when you're in the petrol station, all the chocolate bars are literally in your face. They know that you're at your weakest. You've probably been driving back from an event that you've been to or work or whatever, and your sugar levels have dropped. We always make bad choices when our sugar levels are low. You know what it's like if you've ever been to the supermarket when you're hungry, you buy absolutely everything. Oh, I could eat that tonight. Oh, I fancy that. I'll get one of them. I'll get one of these. And before you know it, you bought a load of stuff. So this is a really cool hack to just keep one of your completes in the car with you, keep your shaker with you, so you can literally just make it there and then when you go into the garage to fill up with your petrol or whatever, it won't get you. That kind of craving won't kick in. Also, we have the complete bars and the soups as an alternative. So looks like you're good to go, Emma. We'll do a little virtual cheers. There you go. Very nice. Oh, you're muted. Hang on. You're muted, Emma. Muted. I don't know how she can. You're actually muted.
That's hilarious. I was saying. I've just told you the secret to life you're never going to know now. I was saying I have some frozen berries in the bottom that I'd already added, and I like to decorate mine with like a little bit of fruit at the top.
Ah, so lovely.
I've got kiwi, mango, and then frozen berries on the top. Doesn't it look pretty?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Oh my God. I wish there was a way.
Amazing.
Mine tastes, go on then, John. Let's pretend it's a wine tasting. How would you describe it? Very
fruity. What do they always say about the notes? What do they say about the thing go down the glass? I've forgotten. I've been wine tasting. I've forgotten what it is now.
You were on a call.
Lovely legs. That's it. Legs. Got good legs.
Well, this is tangy. Would be definitely. So mine, just a reminder in case anyone jumped. Mine's got kiwi, mango, spinach. Like, you'd think spinach would be gross in a shake, wouldn't you? Like, there's some of the stuff you can put like cauliflower in them, but all sorts of them, and you'd think it would be disgusting. This tastes really good. My only criticism of these is they're over too soon. I'm always a little bit sad when it's finished, like, oh, I want another one now. So I'm having 2 a day at the moment because I'm just on a bit of a drop of dress size mission. So I'm having one at breakfast, which actually is now for me. Then I have one again about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I have an evening meal about 7 or 8, depending on what the kids are doing. And I'm absolutely loving it because you can have a different one every day. For, you know, you could have 90 shakes in 45 days and have a different one every day if you have the stuff in. So yeah, Love it. We'll take a photograph.
Just a quick one on that as well. It is advisable to try and drink it a little bit slower if you can, just so your brain and your body kind of sync up to know that you've got food in you now, right? Because sometimes this is why they say chew your food, because if you eat your food too quick, your brain doesn't get a chance to realize that you're full. So that's why a lot of people, they're literally eating like Homer Simpson really, really quick. So, yeah, there you go. We are pretty much done. What we will say is there is, another product range to what we have. We have the superfood capsules, which are juiced fruit and vegetables, dehydrated, sugar is removed. I've been using those products for, it'll be 12 years in September. So over 11 years now. Touch wood, I've not had a cold or flu in all that time. And we do have 4 studies that prove that our capsules strengthen your immune system. And the other thing's this, right? If you're looking to get healthier and earn a little bit of extra income on the side of what you're already doing, we have a business opportunity where you can become a brand partner. You don't have to buy any stock. You don't deliver any products. You get provided with your own website link. If you're using the products anyway, I guarantee that you're probably talking about them and recommending them to people. So why not get paid for doing it? Really, really simple. Kids get the product for free as well. If you've got any children or nieces or nephews that you'd like to introduce this to. And it's a really simple business, as you can tell. It's not rocket science. It's just healthy lifestyle, healthy nutrition. And we have thousands and thousands of testimonials. Whatever your goal is, I guarantee somebody has achieved that goal using this program and using these products. So Emma, I don't know if you want to cover anything.
If anybody had any questions, or if anybody else that's on the call is using the product and has like a flavoured mix that they particularly like. Haven't tried this one before particularly, but it's very good. But I quite often have the one that you've got there, like berries and chocolate. It tastes a bit like Black Forest Gateau, the one that you've got, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's how I would describe it. My favourite one really is the one that I had the other day, which was the pina colada. But my pineapples have they look a bit. They've been in the fridge for a bit too long. They look a bit dodgy. I don't know if I'm not drinking alcohol at the minute. They might have fermented. They've been in there that long. So I don't.
Debbie's asking the questions there. Are they okay for type 1 diabetics to use?
Yeah, we have quite a few people that have got diabetes that are using the complete because of the low glycemic index sugar as well. That helps type 2 diabetics as well. But there's a guy to follow, My Diabetic Journey, a guy called DJ Stanway, who's actually a bodybuilder as well. And he's type 1 and he uses these products. The capsules will be amazing for them. And also the complete. It's a really healthy product. So
can you talk us a little bit through the kind of, a lot of people use the products for weight loss, don't they? And I know that's not the only reason that we can recommend it, but when I started taking them, that was the reason. I wanted to lose half a stone of Christmas weight. So do you want to talk us a little bit through, we've got a couple of minutes, just through the weight loss side of things? Like, how does that work? Is it, a lot of people say things like, oh, as soon as you start eating normal food again, it'll all come back on, those kind of things. Can you, in your experience, like, why does it work, and we've got so many people that have sustainable weight loss? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, what we do is we provide an education plan. So we give people the recipe books, the meal plans, there's videos on what to eat and why, there's videos on what to remove and why. So this isn't a quick fix and go back to the way you were, but like anything in life, if 1 minute you're saving up £10 a day, as soon as you start spending £10 a day, you're going to run out of money. So if you go back to old behavior, you'll get old results. The key to this is getting the results and learning how to change your lifestyle. And, I'm not doing this product for weight loss. I'm in a program at the minute where I'm trying to build lean muscle mass. So it's all about what you put into your body. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're putting in more calories than you are burning off, then you're not going to lose body fat. It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science, this stuff. So what the complete does is it allows you to get a balanced, nutritious meal that is healthy that isn't going to trigger you to eat more and more and more. If you've ever eaten a bowl of cornflakes, you'll know what it's like. You don't just have one bowl of cornflakes. You have another bowl and another bowl and another bowl. Same with the donut. You see people in the Trafford Centre walking around, used to eat in bags of donuts, right? But a donut has the same calorific content as a chicken breast. You don't see people eating chicken breast after chicken breast after chicken breast, even though there's 250 calories in a chicken breast, 250 calories in a donut, right? All calories are not created equal. So you need to make sure that you're putting good stuff into your body, because that will have a reaction. All right. So when you put in a complete shake, the reaction is your body's going, whoa, I've got some healthy stuff going in me. It's low GI, so it's slow and steady release. And that means that you're not going to be craving sugary things for the rest of the day. And, don't get it twisted as well. Don't think that because you're adding fruit to it and things like that, it's massively going to change the compound of the meal. It's healthy stuff that you're putting into your body. And when you put healthy things in, you're going to crave health products. But here's the thing, when people say, oh, when you lose it, you're going to put it all back on. Well, here's the thing. If you look great and you're feeling great, why would you then go back to eating rubbish and feeling rubbish? You just wouldn't do it. You just would not. It's just a bad decision. So it never happens that way if you stick to the program. And I've been using these shakes for 11 years now because they work. I wouldn't go, oh, I've been doing shakes for the last 6 weeks and now I'm going to go back to eating black pudding and dripping sandwiches on a Monday morning. Right? You wouldn't do that. So if you're feeling good, you keep doing good stuff. I've just started doing yoga, and it's the same thing with yoga, right? If the more I do it, the more flexible I'm going to get. If I get to a point, which, would be amazing, if I can touch my toes without feeling like my hamstrings are going to snap. If I stop doing the yoga, eventually my hamstrings will tighten up again. It's the same thing. So there's nothing where you have to keep it going. You have to keep maintaining. But why wouldn't you want to keep maintaining when you feel good? It's as simple as that.
The thing I always find as well is that sometimes people will say, oh, just eat healthy and exercise. And like, that is what I'm doing, right? Because what I love about it, particularly about the shakes, right? And I didn't take any notice of what you said about drinking it slowly, but it's gone. The thing about the shakes is it makes it easy. So for those of you who are busy or working or you've got kids or whatever, I don't have to think about it. Like I woke up this morning and I knew I was having a shake for my breakfast. I don't have to think like, have I got this in? Have I got that in? Do I need this or that? I just know exactly. So I know how to eat healthily, easily. So it's simple, effective and affordable. And because the whole family use it, like my daughter has pancakes sometimes, we have protein bowls, all sorts of different things with it. But I just find that the only meal I have to think about at the minute is the evening meal, which is easy, I can do. But I get so bored. Is anybody else thinking about, oh my God, what we're having for breakfast, what we're having for lunch? Then there's all the snacks the kids have in between, right? So I just think that something that is easy, effective, affordable, and I know is really good for me. Same as John, I've been having it every day for 8 years and I still look forward to them. I don't actually get bored of them like at all, because there's so many different ways of having them. So I don't always have two every day, by the way. Some days I'll only have one, and some days I might not have one at all, but most days I'll at least have one or maybe two shakes every day, and I have done for years, and I love them. I think they're just so easy to have in your cupboard and add into your diet.
Here's the thing as well on that, Emma, like people say, oh, well, when you go back to eating normally again, you'll go back to the way you were. Well, the truth is you weren't eating normally in the first place, right? So this is a lifestyle change. It's not get results and then go back to eating bad foods again. It's get the results, keep the lifestyle change going and stick with it. It's a sustainable plan. And like Emma said there, you can do the 45-day transformation, 2 shakes a day, 1 healthy meal, and then get to a point where you say, you know what, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm either going to keep doing it this way, or I'm going to drop down to having just my shake as a breakfast. And, maybe you throw the odd shake in as an extra when you need it, as and when you need it. So it's a really, really good product for that. It's a simple and easy way of staying on track. I think that's the best way I would describe it. And, I think our transformation group's got now over 45,000 people in that group. So Yeah, go for it. If you're watching this for the first time thinking, should I get involved, do it. Get yourself in the group, get your body back group or whatever, get the food plans and all that kind of stuff, and we'll help you get results. We're going to be doing this every Thursday as well, right, at the same time?
Yeah, definitely. So if anybody else wants to participate, maybe we'll have maybe some like draft games or something next week as well. Just a quick one, because people always go, oh, okay, how much is it? So roughly speaking, it works out, for me anyway, I found it works out much less than actually eating on the go, which is what I always used to do at work. So it works out about £1.50-ish a shake, depending on where you are in the world, £1.50 or €1.50. Obviously, then you need to get the milk and stuff as well, or you can just use water, as I said. But sometimes the way I looked at it when I was first started look at taking Juice Plus was I was spending quite a lot of money on coffee. So that was part of the plan, was to cut back on caffeine. I was spending money on drinking a couple of bottles of wine maybe every weekend, and obviously I cut back on that as well. So sometimes if you're thinking, we all have a budget of whatever it is in our minds, right, of what our money that we spend, but we're buying food anyway. And for me, I just was stopped buying other food and started buying Juice Plus, and I actually found personally that I saved money on this kind of weekly shopping, because what I was eating was much more affordable, and I knew exactly what I was having. I wasn't wasting anything. Everything I was buying was getting used. So that's one thing. And also, you know, if we're looking to lose weight, if we're looking to get in shape, we don't put on weight by not spending money on food we shouldn't be eating, right? So somewhere along the way, we've all spent money on stuff we shouldn't be eating anyway. So you may as well spend your $1.50 a day or whatever it is on something that's going to help you to look good and feel good. And also, as John said right at the start, and this is what he said to me when I first started using Juice Plus 8 years ago, when you make a good decision in the morning, when you start your day well, you actually you probably find this yourselves, to the rest of the day tends to go better. So you're not grabbing a sandwich at lunchtime, you're not grabbing a Mars bar in the afternoon, you're not craving something sugary in the evening. So personally, I found I saved money because I wasn't spending it on rubbish food and you know, on the go kind of stuff at garages and things like that. So yeah, it's definitely effective, affordable, and really has sort of very, very positive impact on me. So highly recommend you give it a go. Thank you so much, John, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on, guys. We're going to be here next week again at 12:30. So if you would like to invite anybody on to come and have a little half an hour with us, find out about the shakes, you're very welcome to do that. It will be the same code as this week. Bye bye, everybody. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye.